Hello and welcome back to the I'm Hungry podcast. I'm
Woo!
Foster
I'm Daniel.
and we are back with a new era of the I'm Hungry podcast. I'm very excited. It's been a while.
It
I
has
don't know
been a
how
while.
long. We literally just said. I don't really. I mean, yeah, we should have.
Do we care
should
about
we have?
figuring out how long it
Do
has
we care
been?
about figuring out? I mean, lots happened. A lot has happened for me at least, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
I
it's been
think
like a year, right? It's got to have been a year.
I think I care now, actually. Now that I'm saying it. I was literally right before I was like, I don't care. Let's just start it. But yeah, it was a while
Are you
ago.
going to figure it out?
It was before I graduated college.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Was it before you graduated? No, because you graduated a year earlier before me.
I think it was, I don't know. When was the last? Are you looking at it right now?
I'm looking it up.
We definitely had some false starts. I do remember that. Like, we tried this a couple times in the interim, and we had like technical issues.
The last one was
we,
only
like,
a year
fell
ago.
through.
No fucking
So,
way. No
January.
fucking way.
No, I believe that. But
July
how,
7th, 2024 was the last episode. I feel like that was a lifetime ago.
So that's before that's before I started Stanford. So we have not discussed anything from my time at Stanford then, at least on the
What the fuck
podcast.
happened between July 2024 and now? I
What do
literally
you mean?
feel
That's
like a different person.
year and a half.
Nah, like I literally feel like that's like a lifetime ago. And like I literally mean that. My hair was long still.
Is
My
it
hair
not
was
long
still-
right now?
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I cut it off and donated it.
Oh nice.
I donated it to Locks of Love.
When did you
And they
do
sent
that?
me a little, I don't know, probably after I graduated. Because there was a whole like spite thing against my mother. Right?
Okay. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Maybe you could probably go back and find it, but it's like
You can figure it out.
I think it was like right before she kicked me out, I shaved my head. And then I like attached that to like some emotional like, oh, I'm not gonna cut my hair until I'm fucking done with this bullshit. And then so it was like I took it but I turned it into something good for somebody else, right?
Yeah, that's great.
They sent me a little
Was it a lot of hair?
certificate. It was a decent amount of hair. It was probably like a good 3 years of growth, maybe two,
Wow.
2.5. Yeah. My graduation picture, like on my Instagram, and my hair's still long. But yeah, I'm on my own now, bro. She's like completely out of my life. I'm paying my
Wow.
own bills and shit. It's
Are
been pretty-
you working right now or no? You were welding.
No. Yeah, I was doing a welding program. I have some savings and I've been using those. So
Nice.
I ran into some savings.
I think I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And I've been using that and I've been but yeah, so I went to a welding program and I learned how to weld because I was like, I don't know if I'm smart enough to get an engineering job.
Yeah, you are. But now you did a side quest and now you can weld and get an engineering
I'm
job.
still sort of side questing though, but we'll get into that. But yeah, bro,
Yeah.
it's been a long ass time.
Well,
Freaking-
I remember we got we went to like Postino with Colin and Anna, like pretty much like last summer or I
That's
don't know
what I'm
when
saying.
I was
Like
we were visiting.
no way. The last episode was only a year ago.
It was a year and a half ago. It was before Anna and I moved.
True.
And then in like pretty much halfway between then and now, we visited home and we went to Postino.
That was
And
a
we've
good
hung
lunch.
out other times too. Yeah.
Postino always hits a
Postino.
spot.
It
It's such like a
does.
fucking what was I gonna say? Oh, by the way, like everything we always said like always comes true. At least what I always said. The world is ending. Like it is like very much ending. And if you're a real like,
Yeah.
I know we're coming back to it, but like, guys, what the fuck is going on? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, we can get into so much. Tell me more about Stanford.
Yeah. What do you want
What's
to know?
that? So you're doing?
Chemical engineering PhD.
Yeah, I knew
Yes.
that.
Yeah. I mean, we
I
talked
just
about
wanted.
yeah.
I
It's
just
like
wanted you
we've
to
talked
say it.
about but not on the podcast, so we have to
That's
catch
right,
the
yeah.
audience up, I guess.
You're like an actual
Which-
scientist.
Yeah, I'm
You do like
scientist in
real
training.
science.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I get paid a pretty decent salary to just do science. It's pretty awesome. And it's for
That's
5
like-
years.
5 years for your
So it's like-
PhD.
Yeah. But it's yeah,
make
I
sure
was
I sit
talking about
close to
this
the
with
microphone.
Anna. I feel like I didn't know, we've talked about this before, but I didn't know that PhDs were paid, at least for engineering, until like I started looking into actually doing it. And I feel like
Yeah.
very few people know that too. So when everyone's always like, "Oh, you're doing 5 more years of school. That's crazy." And I don't know, I feel like they think that I'm paying for it or that I just really like taking classes. But I'm finished. My last class is I took public speaking last quarter. Like I finished my classes
As a
long
chemical
time ago.
engineering grad student,
Yeah, like I'm
you took
taking these
public-
dumb.
Well, I feel like that's applicable.
Yeah, it is. But I'm taking like the dumbest electives to finish out the required units. But after this quarter, I've been taking one class every quarter, and after this quarter, I'm done. And now I'm just
One
and then I
class?
just do science. I get paid to do science for 5 years.
So do you still feel like you're in school then?
No, that's what I'm saying. People are like, "Oh my gosh." I mean, like, yeah, if I was gonna be a doctor, like, go to med
You
school.
feel like you're
that
like
probably
an
feels more
adult,
in
like
school.
out on
Yeah.
the world.
I
Because
work
like I
9
mean,
to
you
5.
pretty much are. Like you're just employed by the university.
Yeah, I'm employed by not even. I mean, yeah, technically the university, but I'm employed by my like my advisor, my professor, right?
Yeah, you're like
He
a
pays me through a
subdivision
grant.
of the university.
Yeah. So we're like a little mini company within Stanford, doing science and publishing papers and patenting things and stuff. And I work 9 to 5. I have an office. I have a lab.
9 to
go in.
5 jobber.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yep. And on the weekend, I don't do anything except hang out. And, sometimes you have to work on the weekends, but like literally, it's just it's like an engineering job where I get to make my own, like everything I do, I decide what I do each day. Make my own schedule, do my own experiments. I report to my boss and I'm like, hey, here's what I learned. Here's the data I have. And he's like, oh, that's cool. You should try this. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I go and figure out how to do that.
Do you have any patents yet?
We just filed our a patent. Yeah,
Yo.
it's a provisional patent.
talk about it?
So we have a year to turn it into a real like a full patent. But
Wow.
the reason was because we discovered something cool in this collaboration I'm doing with another lab, and we wanted these industry guys from a company that does something similar were interested in hearing what we're doing. They just kind of coincidentally heard about it, and
Wow.
they didn't know any details. So we were like, okay, we got to patent this. We got to protect this so that they don't steal it,
Yeah.
just to be safe. And then, so it was cool. We got like the patent filed, and we went and talked to them and like presented our work, and they're really excited about it. And so we did like networking. They might be a collaborator, like a industry sponsor at some point.
Whoa.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Did they teach you how to like file a patent in school, like in college, like an undergrad?
No, I have no idea how. I mean, I know basically how it works. Now I'm learning now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't.
We had a whole class about it
really.
at ASU.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it required?
So I don't know if that's good or not, but like, yeah,
Well, it
we
is
had, like,
good.
it was pretty interesting. I thought it was definitely informative. Like,
I mean, it's
even
good to
as
know
an
how that
engineer, I was
works.
like,
Yeah.
I see the point of this. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like patenting scientific discoveries.
Yeah.
You know what I
You can-
mean?
I am not sure either. I'm doing it mainly.
That's how Elon Musk made a lot of his money, right? Isn't it? Because he patented. I mean, I'd be the one to say.
But he didn't.
To say this, but he patented like there was like a new discovery of like a chemical reaction between like families, like it was like lanthanides and like halogens or some shit, and like people figured out that like if you combine them, you can combine them like just 1-to-1, like for like something to do with batteries, right? So like it had like a battery function. And we learned about this in class, and Elon Musk basically just like went down the line and patented like 7 out of 9 of the combos.
Yeah.
And that's how he
Wow,
made
interesting.
like most of
But
his money, or at least
but
not most of
he
his money, but a good portion of it.
but his company must have been the
Been
ones
able
to
to,
to discover it, right? Or
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
to
So it's
do it,
like the
because
accumulation
that's
of
industry
wealth and
science, right? Yeah.
like the capability. Like no one else. I mean, like no one else like could have done it. But does that give him the right to say that it's mine?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
I understand like one or two, but then it's like no one else can even do
the
science with these
monopoly.
things. You
Yeah.
know, and it's like what
No,
the fuck.
it's a good point. Like people have a I went to a conference in Denmark after I joined my lab like a year, pretty much, well, a little
I
less than a
remember you
year
talking
ago.
about that.
Yeah, I
How
think I
was
told
that?
you
I
about
must have
it.
been sick.
Yeah, it was really
Doesn't
cool. It was
Denmark
my
own
first time out of
Greenland?
the country. Yeah. So now there's a bunch of like originally when there was all the science cuts happening, my funding and other students in my group, our funding was like pretty safe because it's from a private interest in Denmark. But now with all the Greenland stuff, I don't know if my funding is as safe anymore. And so yeah, I'm a little
That's
concerned about that.
crazy.
But maybe that's not the biggest thing to be concerned about right now. I'm just gonna keep working. But
Yeah.
what I was gonna say is at the conference there was a patent lawyer they had as like a guest speaker. It was a really cool bunch of events, but one of the speakers was this patent lawyer, and she basically educated all the PhDs and postdocs that were there about the patenting process when you're a scientist. And there was some like arguments between some of the professors who were attending that talk and the patent lawyer, who were basically saying you shouldn't be patenting, science that comes out of a university. Like they
The patent
completely
lawyer was saying
disagreed.
this.
No, the
The
professors.
scientists were.
Yeah, some of the scientists were saying, the whole reason we're doing science at a university is to publish it and let everyone replicate it, let everyone learn from it. And so why are you, patenting it? I think probably a healthy balance is good, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to, I may not end up being a university professor. I need a job. If one of the things that I discover here can make money, then maybe
Yeah.
we patent it and I get to run a company at some point based on it. So it's like a healthy balance of publication and patents is probably good. So
Yeah.
but if you're Elon Musk and your company discovers something, I mean, of course you're going to patent it, right? Like if your company is the one that figures it out or can do it, your company exists to make money, right? So it makes sense. But
Yeah.
for like university research groups, you should
That's
usually
true.
people try and publish, yeah.
Especially
We're
like
capitalists.
you're gonna be like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like if you're able to, like no one's gonna stop you. Like, and once you do it, they're gonna enforce the concept that like you did it.
Yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say something right there, but I totally lost my train of thought.
Greenland.
But no, it had something to do with like,
Patents.
yeah, I don't want there to be like dead air, but
No. Let there
shit's
be dead
crazy
air.
right now. Yeah, we want the audience to really think about this.
They can lean in and wait for our next word. Hang on to the silence.
That sucks. I learned how to weld. I learned how to weld. All different types.
Yeah.
Stick, MIG, TIG. I actually bought a machine, and it came like yesterday. It's a shitty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like this big. Like, it's not very big. It's like not.
What
It's
can you
not
do
big
with
at all.
it?
Apparently, a lot of shit. Like, I
Oh,
don't know.
nice. Do you need gases, though? Like, you need to connect to
Not
gas
for what I'm gonna
cylinders?
do.
Okay.
Right now, at least. I'm
What are
just
you
gonna
gonna
do some
do?
stick. Just gonna do some stick
Okay.
welding, which is pretty simple. So for people who don't know, arc welding is a process of metal fabrication in which a open arc is created between an electrode and like a piece of work metal that has been like grounded with the machine, and this open arc just creates like a ton of heat, and then you apply pressure through like pushing or some kind of mechanism, and then that's what creates the bond. That's what creates like the weld bead, and then you let that cool. And if you did it right, if you're good, if you're not a, I can use some words that they would call me, but they, I mean, I would call them too, but no, then you did it right, and it was really cool. It was a great experience. The place I went to was like a local place, and like around, and I got it like for pretty cheap in comparison. Like all the other places around here, they were charging you like $20K just to like
Holy
just to
crap.
get in the door, and this place charged me more like 6.
Wow. That's pretty nice.
So yeah, and the education was really good. Shout out the teachers. Shout out Mr. S. Shout out Mr. G. They were pretty dope. Taught me pretty much everything I needed when I like if I asked. It was very like self like just like
Self-guided.
self-guided. Like they would give you the instructions, and they would like help you if you asked, but like there were some people that like were just like sped through the class. Like there was this one guy,
Yeah.
he was talking about how he wanted to like get straight to like working on like the pipelines and shit, and he
Oh,
like
wow.
he was just always in front of everybody, and he was like really good at it. So shout out that guy.
Dang.
Shout out all the people I met. Shout out the people were really cool. All different kinds of people too. I mean, I was definitely the only like swagged out white boy in there, but you know, that's par for the course sometimes, you know.
Par for the course. That's
They
cool
just-
though. That's awesome. What are you gonna
Yeah.
weld? What are you gonna make?
Probably like some fucking tables or some shit. I don't know. Like
Nice.
that's what I want. But yeah, I wanted to like learn how to weld just because I was like, I don't know how to do anything. Like I don't know how to do that. Like I was saying, I was feeling like I'm not smart enough to get like a actual welding job, and I feel like welding job, engineering job,
Mm.
and I low key actually do feel like I could get an engineering job right now. Like I was
You
looking
totally
at
could.
I was looking at some of the like positions at like the Los Alamos lab in like New Mexico.
Mhm.
And some of those positions like I feel like I could totally do. Like it was like lab tech. Like
Yeah.
like very like kind of basic shit, but then I look at the pay and it's like 70 to 120. I'm like, okay. Maybe I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get to applying. I don't know. I've been pretty focused on streaming right now.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's going pretty okay. I've got one guy that is in my chat and he talks to me. So that's actually
Nice.
like, yeah, that's actually kind of like crazy for me because like I've tried to stream how many times now? Like probably at least 3 or 4. Like actually make a thing of it, and every time it's gone pretty badly. Like not badly, but like it just wasn't clicking, you know. And but now I've been posting shorts. I've been posting like short form content, like clips and shit. I've just been editing those, and I got 38K views on one of them last
Wow.
week.
You're on the
So-
acceleration.
There was a spike. It's all I'm
Yeah?
gonna say. There was a spike. And I'm just gonna keep working at that. So
Yeah.
see what happens. The way I see it, I still have like, with the amount of savings that I have like a good like 4 months or so before I really have to actually start looking for like something serious like that's
Yeah.
actually gonna like make me money. Because like I said, I'm like literally on my own right now. Like I have my own apartment. I'm paying my own bills. I'm buying my own food.
Yep.
You are too, right? Because you got a job.
Yeah. Yep.
You got a job.
We're paying for
Dude,
ourselves
guys,
pretty much.
we're
right now, yeah.
adults.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ah!
I think. Well, yeah. I'm still on. I think I'm still on my parents' phone plan and like Netflix.
Technically, I am too.
Yeah.
I don't use
But-
her Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, but I could be forgetting things, but as far as like the bill, the rent, the groceries, the bills for stuff, the car, we're paying for that as of right now. Yeah.
My car's paid off.
Sometimes we get help with like plane tickets home because those can,
That,
we like
well,
to
that makes,
visit.
yeah, that sort of makes
Yeah.
sense. Because it's like
Yeah.
you're going to see them.
Yeah. which is nice. But yeah,
But
need
you
that,
should put that like you
yeah.
should put that on like your card or something so you get the points and then they just pay you back.
Yeah, I think I have been. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. But I
Speaking
still
of like
I
credit cards and shit. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
well, I was gonna say, speaking of credit cards, a while ago I tried to get the Amazon Prime credit card, but there was some weird for some reason it failed the identity verification because they had somebody, it was some outdated phone number was in there or whatever. So I called them and they said it didn't hurt my chances of getting accepted if I reapply. Like it's just as if it just, it just failed the security check, so nothing happened. So I'll try again at some point because I remember you were recommending that one and I read online it's a pretty good one. And we do a lot of,
Yeah.
I guess begrudgingly we do a lot of Amazon shopping because
Yeah.
it's just easy. We only have one car, so if I want, if I need to get stuff and it's like far away, the only time I can do that is on the weekends. And on the weekends, we're like, groceries, laundry, chores, relaxing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, make sure all your stuff is secure. I mean, what I was about to say, I got my identity stolen twice.
oh, really? Well, wait. How do you, when you say you got your identity stolen? Because I got one of those letters that was like, oh, this company that's in charge of data security for this other company that's a subsidiary of this company had a data breach, and now somebody like your social security number was leaked or whatever.
You got like a
And
letter from just like a random company.
from some company that has my data through like my family's old insurance or something
Yeah,
like
no, they're fucking with you probably. They're fucking with you probably. I dead
What
ass got
happened to
my
you?
identity stolen. Like someone applied for a credit card in my name and like got
Oh
accepted.
no.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well,
What do you do
thankfully I
like
noticed
this?
right away. I remember when it
Yeah.
was happening. It was literally like the second day of the welding class. So it was super fucking stressful. I was walking out of
Jeez.
Harbor Freight. I remember I was walking out of Harbor Freight. So I just bought a bunch of tools, and I get a text message on my phone, and it's like, "Thank you for your Capital One like venture card application. Like, it's like it's being like processed or whatever. Like, and I was like, that's weird. I didn't
Yeah.
apply for anything, and then like 5 minutes later, as I'm like in the car, I get like an email from like Credit Karma, like two from Capital One, and then like all the like yeah like, and they're all like basically saying like, oh, like here's your new card, like you applied for this
Yeah.
card, like there was a hard credit pull, hard credit pull on your account for like Capital One, and I called
Jeez.
right away. Yeah, I like freaked out, but I was just like, I don't know what to do. So I called them. I like convinced them that I was like, it was fraudulent. Like I gave them all my like identifiers and shit because I was like, if it's
Mhm.
already fucking leaked, like I'm not, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna.
Yeah, if it's
But
already out there.
thankfully they were like, yeah, we see this is a fraudulent account. So they canceled it right away. I went on like, and there's a whole thing, like there's a whole process you got to go through. Like, I don't know, I did the best research I could about like what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I went on like I don't
The
know, I
credit
forget
bureaus?
what bureau it is, but like the IRS or like
Mhm.
the government like website, and I reported it. I got like a report. I still haven't made a police report, but I've been meaning to do that, and I have like the documentation of it, so
Yeah.
I can backdate and everything. But yeah, like I filled that out, so I got it reported and everything, and then I had to put an alert on my credit. So I put an alert on my credit,
Yeah.
which basically was like, there has been fraudulent activity on this account, which notifies anybody that like tries to pull it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like just be extra vigilant and like thorough. And I kind of have another story about this, like that happened recently. It's not a bad one, but it's just like an effect of like what I've had to do because of this. And then I put a freeze on my credit as well, which
Yeah.
effectively like the alert is like, hey, keep a watch out. The freeze is like, you shouldn't even be using this.
Yeah.
Like it's frozen, like you can't use it. And you have to do that. You have to do that with all three credit bureaus, which, by the
Yeah.
way, our credit bureaus in America have been hacked and their data has been leaked multiple times. All three of them. your your social security information, your personal data, your phone number, your email has been leaked. It is out there. Like,
Yeah.
it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Like our own institutions, you know. But
Yeah.
that's here nor there. That's why when people are like, oh, you need to like, it's bad that you like have used the same Gmail forever. Like I change mine every like 5 years or whatever. Like I met somebody that said that once. I was like, that's so much hassle for literally zero. Like
Yeah.
maybe
There's
you
no
get like
way.
a year or two of anonymity, but like
Yeah.
the instant you sign up for a fucking Macy's like email,
Rewards, star card or something.
the half the world has your address. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. I think you just got to change like your passwords and then just be vigilant if somebody, because like you said, all the information is out there. It's just being bought and sold by people probably all the time. But then when they actually use it, that's the only time it becomes an issue. So like you did all like, when I got that letter from the insurance data people who said that they'd been hacked, I
Yeah,
did
if you
it.
didn't recognize like the company.
No, we did though. It was like legit. Like my family got the same. Everyone got the same thing. So it was a
Oh yeah.
legit like they were hacked. And you can also look up the event. I don't remember what the company's called, but they were hacked they were hacked last year, and they just finished the investigation, and now they can notify people.
Yeah,
I
and
guess,
then
which
they
is
tell
ridiculous.
you, and it's like,
yeah, that's
bro.
ridiculous. So I put an alert on my account, but not a freeze or anything, because basically it's not necessary unless they actually. I see somebody
I would
tries to
think
do
about
something.
it. I would think about it.
I thought about it. I decided to just
Because
do an alert.
it's very easy. It's very easy. Because like now that I've had it, now that I'm like all my shit's frozen.
Yeah.
What I had a situation just recently, like yesterday, pretty much 2 days ago. I wanted to get a new phone line, so I still have my old phone, but I wanted to get a new phone line, and like a phone to stream
Yeah.
with. I want to do IRL streaming. I haven't really talked about the
Nice.
streaming yet, but I'll get into it.
No, yeah.
So I
You'll have to
got a
tell
new
me
phone.
about that.
So I got a new phone at Verizon, and apparently it's a soft credit pull when you want to get a new phone, like get a phone line.
Weird. Okay.
So my credit was frozen. So I was getting denied. They were like, oh, you need to call your credit bureau. I was like, fuck. Do not call these credit bureaus. Do not call them. Their phone systems are antiquated as fuck. They will error. They will bug out, and they'll just leave you stranded. The TransUnion app is the only bad one. All right, you have to use the TransUnion website. You have to use the TransUnion website is basically the only way possible. I remember when I got my identity stolen, I was like trying to call them. I was on the phone trying to get a person for probably like at least 40 minutes, and then when I finally get a person, you know what they tell me?
What?
Don't use the app. It's broken and it doesn't work. So I was like, don't use the app. I was like, you're a representative of TransUnion telling me not to use your own app. And she went, yes. And I said, okay, thank you. So you have to use the website, but essentially like through the TransUnion website, through the Experian app, through the Equifax app, it's super easy to just do what is called a credit thaw, I learned.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can just select like one day where you need, say you're applying for like a credit card, or you're applying for a new phone, or you're applying for something that requires your credit. You just go boop, boop, and that one day it's available. And then the rest of the time it's frozen. It's super easy. It literally is super easy.
Nice. Okay.
Like even to like unfreeze it, like at least on the Experian app, it's just a toggle button. It's literally just a toggle button. And then you get an email and it's like your credit's been unfrozen. And then you toggle it again and it's like your credit's been frozen.
What about for the TransUnion one? Is it the same? You just have to do it on the website?
Yeah, but you just have to do it through the website. But that's what I've learned about the American credit system. That's incredibly broken. Everything's in shambles, and then it's about to fall apart any second now. We've been saying this for years. Thank you for watching the I'm Hungry podcast. If you've been tapped in like that, you know that this has been our at least my ethos. No, but yeah, dude, shit's getting bad. Everybody's scamming.
I'm gonna,
bro.
yeah. So there's not really a, like, why would you not just freeze your credit account, have it just frozen 24/7 until you need to apply for something?
Exactly.
Is there any reason? Okay.
Exactly.
Well, then I'm just gonna do that. Because why not?
I think I would argue that it's the optimal move.
Why did everything?
Yeah, just make sure you download the apps and make sure you make
But even
accounts.
if I don't want, like, let's say I could just do everything on the respective websites, right? Like that's how I
Yes,
place
true.
the fraud alert. So I could just go on the website and do it. But yeah,
Just
I
make
mean,
sure you
Apple's
make sure
nice.
you like make the account and remember your login info. But
Yeah, but Bitwarden is good for that now. Yes.
Daniel put me on to Bitwarden, guys. Shout out Bitwarden. Sponsor the podcast. Bitwarden sponsor the
Sponsor
podcast.
us, please.
We both are users of Bitwarden and we love it.
Yeah. It's open source, right?
Red Bull sponsor the podcast. Red Bull sponsor me. Red Bull sponsor my stream. Let me talk about my streaming a little bit. So yeah, I want to be a streamer, guys. Big whoop. Everybody wants to be a streamer. Let's be a streamer. He wants to be a streamer. No, okay. I actually want to be a streamer, guys. I've been wanting to be a streamer since I was a kid. Before it was cool. All right. I may have talked about this before. I may have not. I remember watching You Pick Games. Drew from You Pick Games played Danganronpa 2 when it came out in like 2013 on Twitch. Okay, you can look him. He's got an emo. He's got an emo on Twitch. UY. That's his emo on Twitch. He's a real guy. Look it up. And I remember watching this guy, and I was like, damn. He's just playing anime video games. Like he's playing video games. People are just like hanging out with him and like paying him to like play video games. Like that's always been my dream. Essentially, that's been my dream. I want to be paid to play video games. I've been a gamer, guys. I'm not on this like new gen gamer, new gen anime. I've been about this. 2012, Sorta Online. I was in that bitch. If you know, if you know. Crossing Fields, like, come on, don't fuck with me, okay? I could go on about it. You remember me like arguing with like Mariana and shit about like My Hero Academia?
I think so. Yeah.
In class and shit, I'm like, Bakugo's the best character. And they're like, he's gay. And I'm like, he's not. He's badass.
I do vaguely remember that.
And now, in 2026, Bakugoat. All right? You don't know, but he's actually the GOAT. Like the series just ended, and there's like this like final scene where he literally kills the big bad, and he's just like,
"Oh, nice,
I'm the boss."
You were on the train early,
dude. That's what I'm saying. Like you have to know the signs of, like you have to be able to spot out the signs of like quality and like what's the word I'm looking for? Potential? Like regal essence. Like there are things in life. Essence. There are things in life. Yes. There are certain things that are quality. There are certain things that are not. You know.
Yeah.
And you need to be able, and that's what like I feel like that's what separates the haves and the have-nots. You know what I mean?
Not really, but sure.
No, I'm not making sense. Like stuff that works, stuff that is dependable.
Well, I'd say this is different from haves and have-nots. That's too broad, right? But like you mean like finding, like having nice stuff.
No,
nice things,
in a far more
than that,
like esoteric, deep sense. Like your practices, your habits, your thoughts, your like, you know what I mean? Like you have to like you have to be able to differentiate the valuable from the chaff, you know. The wheat from the chaff.
Sure. I mean, yeah, like I think I get what you're saying.
And basically, I can always do that because I'm super fucking cool, and my taste is just perfect and impeccable, and that's why I'm always right, and that's why, that's why things I think eventually make it to the mainstream. No, I'm going way too hard on my I'm glazing.
Yeah, but you have examples.
That's why you should follow me on Twitch, and that's why you should watch my streams. Because
get on the trends early, before they're even trends.
Tap in with the I'm Hungry podcast. Daniel's gonna be out here saving world hunger, and I can be like, yeah, I think green is gonna be a really popular color next year, or some bullshit. I don't know. I probably wouldn't wouldn't have such a surface level take such as that. I feel like that's not even
We,
a,
yeah, we usually don't, but you could make that a deep take.
I mean,
You know?
yeah, there's so many ways you could go with it, right? So it's 'cause, like, the color of the trees, and it's like primordial, right? It's like the essence of life itself, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get into like, okay, like spirals, right? Like it's like
Spirals.
yeah, they're very like self-insistent in nature. You see that, right?
So how does that
Spirals.
relate to green? Yeah, like Fibonacci sequence.
Because green is like an innately like natural color. So like green
Okay.
is curved, you know. I know. Okay. I'm done. I was really reaching there. I was
That
really
was pretty
reaching
good
there.
though. That was
Right.
that was
We
that
could
was
be like
good.
improv scientists.
Improv scientist.
Improv science. At one point, I was like, I should be a motivational speaker. But I
I
don't
think
think
you'd be
I just
good.
bullshit. I think I would just be bullshit. But isn't that like some people that say what
I
that's what they
mean,
do?
yeah, it kind of is, right? I like if you have, there's motivational speakers with like past
Yeah.
trauma or they went down a road, like the anti-drug ones that they bring in like middle school and stuff. They like went down that path of trying to like share their experience so you
Dude,
don't
oh my
follow the
god.
same footsteps. What? Are you like
At my
remembering?
middle school, so I went to like a Catholic school, K through 8.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they brought this guy in. I can't remember. It was this dude, no arms, no legs. He was
Oh my
born like that.
gosh.
He was born like
Oh
that.
wow.
And he had like a little flipper as a foot. And
Yeah.
I get okay, this is what yeah, he brought us he was a motivational speaker, and basically I think they brought him in just to tell us like don't kill yourself. Like life is what you make it, right? Like, look
Oh
at me.
my
I have no
gosh.
arms, no legs. And then I remember this one part stuck out to me so heavily because they were like, he kept making a point about how he learned how to swim. And 'cause even though he has no arms
Wow.
and no legs. I can't remember how he did it. I think he was like a
This
very
guy's
violent,
probably
like,
famous,
wriggle.
right? Like this is probably a famous
I
motivational
mean, you can
speaker,
look him
right?
up, no arms, no legs, swimming guy. But, swimming motivational speaker guy. But he was like British, and there was just this super funny clip of in like that he played. He was like, "I want to show this to you guys," because he was like Australian or something. He
Oh
was like,
yeah,
"I
yeah,
want to show
yeah.
this."
Nick.
You found
His
him,
name's Nick.
Nick.
He's Australian motivational speaker, author, and
Yeah,
evangelist.
yeah. And he was so I guess that's why I brought him to the Catholic school, right? Because he was like a
Yeah, yeah.
Catholic. But he showed us this video of him and his girlfriend or something like puts these goggles on his head and he's like, "All right, you ready?" And then he fucking like jumps off the diving board like head first, and it's just so funny because it's like he doesn't have any arms and legs. It just looks like a
Yeah.
pillow with a head, like, and,
he's-
and then you're just
How does
watching
he
him like
swim?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
like just like I mean,
He
'cause you
moves
can
like
probably do it by like moving I mean, it looks like there's a YouTube video
I mean, yeah, give
of
that a
him by a
look, I
swimming pool.
guess.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
Wow.
motivational. You know, I don't know why they
Well,
brought that to
I
like.
mean, it is motivational, right? Like I guess there's some usually they try and bring people in who actually have substance to talk about, right? Instead of just BS.
Yeah, that's what dude. Like, do you think his parents knew that he wouldn't have any arms and legs?
Well, he has a Oh, you mean before he was born?
Yeah, because they could tell
Surely,
you that,
right? Like, because yeah, you could see that with like even just ultrasound, right?
That must have
It's
been
a
so
syndrome,
crazy before.
tetra amelia syndrome.
Like, imagine having a baby with a birth defect before, like in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, I mean,
That
like,
you'd be like cast as a demon. You'd be like, he's a warlock. He sacrificed his firstborn soul to the devil.
oh my gosh.
Ransack his
wonder-
house. I called dibs on his bed. Like, that's some shit they'd be on. Like, just because they were like angry at you because they're like your goat shit on
Yeah.
their doorstep or something.
Yeah.
Then your whole entire. I guess that's why like you hear all these like extravagant stories about human history, just because people
Oh
were
my
like
gosh.
fucking shit up.
Yeah.
They
It's,
killed
I mean, it's
my
crazy.
baby.
Like it makes you, as messed up as the world is today.
It's all just.
Imagine just trying to survive in like that's all you're trying to do in like
That's what like
the
like
dark
I was
ages,
never like, oh, I wish I was born in any other time. Like if
Yeah.
there was any other time I wish I was born, maybe just like a couple years earlier, maybe like 5 years earlier, if that.
Why is that?
But then that's still kind of cringe because it's like I don't want to be a '90s kid. Like I don't want to be like, oh, I missed the fucking '90s. Like I enjoy being a Gen Z. I enjoy being a Gen Z. I think we're like motivated. I think we're realistic.
Yeah, we're cool.
I think we're like stalwart. I think our generation has that quality of what I'm saying is like we can see the wheat from the chaff, bro. Like as a generation, kind of too. Like we know what's up. Like we know what's up, bro. Did you know that Vladimir Zelensky was a reality TV show star before he was elected president? And get this,
Really?
the show that he starred on, he played the president of Ukraine. I'm not even joking. You can look it up.
Weird.
That's dead ass. I'm being real about that.
That's crazy.
And then we have Donald Trump, fucking Mr. Celebrity Apprentice himself. Two of the biggest leaders of the modern world, or at least right now, are literally fucking
TV. Well, I mean,
TV
think
stars.
about Ronald Reagan, right?
Who's the
Wasn't
director,
he was
bro?
a movie actor.
Who's the director? I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. But there is one.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're not living in like 1423.
Right. Would you have participated in like the French revolts? You think you would have gotten
Like
caught
during the
up in
French
it all?
Revolution.
Yeah, like when they started like beheading the nobles.
Am I a noble or am I a commoner?
You're a peasant. You're a peasant.
Yeah.
Whole life.
Yeah, I mean, whole life. And now's the chance for reform. Yeah, I think so. I would participate.
Very human. Very human. Yes. I think I would as well. I think I would as well.
Very human.
Yes, very human response.
Very
Write that down. Write that down. Nah, but
You know, I just realized you could probably make some convincing AI online personalities of us with all the I'm hungry footage we have online.
dude, I thought about that like 3 years ago, dude.
It's terrifying.
You're just now thinking about that?
I literally, that's probably the first time I've actually thought like someone could create this.
Yeah, you need to
right
like tell
now.
your family like here's the code that if you're ever not sure that like it's actually me,
It's actually me.
like ask me that, like,
would-
give them like a security question.
Oh yeah. You mean just for general, like to just in general protect against
Yeah.
the AI onslaught.
In case they like copy our voices or some shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But I mean, but like here's the thing too. If you have any real amount of like media of yourself online, even like 5 different pictures with like three different angles and like a voicemail,
yeah,
you're fucked.
you have
You're
5 seconds of your voice. Yeah.
You're
It
cooked.
does
So
not
I don't
take
even
much to
really.
train.
Yeah, I'm not really like worried about it in the sense of like, oh wow, there's so much of us out there. It's like I'm just worried about like it in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's similar to like your personal data being leaked all the time. Now
Exactly. It's like
that's just included in your personal data now. Is your likeness and your voice.
I
Everyone
remember
has it now.
Before my grandfather passed, I was in the other room like doing homework. I was doing Calc 3, summer school. I remember. And he gets a phone call and he answers the phone and he goes, "What?" And he's like, "Ah." And then he's like, "Father." He's like, "Are you talking to me right now?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Fuck you. My grandson's in the other room." And he hangs up. And I'm like, "Who was that, Grandpa?" And he's like, some fucking idiot trying to pretend he's my grandson. And I told him, my grandson's in the other fucking room. Shout out my grandpa, bro.
That's great.
But yeah,
That's
ever
awesome.
since that day, I was like, I don't know if they were using my voice or not, but they were trying to. They saw that he had a grandson, so.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they were trying? Did they say like, "Hey, it's Foster"? Or
Yeah,
do
they
you
were
think
trying to
they
give
just...
him. They were trying to like get him to give him some money, I think.
No, yeah,
Something.
but like, do you think that
That
they
he-
knew?
there was, like-
Did they know your name? Were they trying to impersonate you, or were they just hoping that they could just be like, "Hey, it's your grandson. I need
I
money."
don't know that much.
Yeah,
Yeah, they could have been. I feel like it could have been either.
yeah. Well, because now you just get a bot to train a bot on your voice and then have it come up with some sort of convincing dialogue.
But they'll never be able to copy the spark in our eyes.
That's how you'll be able to tell.
They don't have real souls. I'm not afraid of the basilisk, dude.
What's the basilisk?
Oh, he doesn't know. Guys, chat, he doesn't know. Do you want me to tell you?
Sure.
Rocco's basilisk. Pretty
What
sure
is
we've talked
that?
about it before. You probably just forgot.
What? Really?
It's the idea that like the all-powerful God ending like AI at the end of the time is like he like it will know it, because it's so powerful, like it'll be able to know at what point you like learned of its existence. And so like once you know about it, if you aren't doing like as much in your power to like bring about its existence, it will like essentially like copy your like essence and like torture you for the end of time or something, I think.
Great.
Yes, there you go. Now I've literally damned you to like eternity of hell.
Great. Yeah. So now I know about it. It's like
Yeah.
the game. I just lost the game.
Yep, you just lost the game, but it's digital hell.
So it's gonna imprison my soul in some sort of digital
something
hellscape.
like that. But it's like,
Yeah.
fuck you, you know, like fuck you. Like, right here, buddy, right here. Sometimes I wish I was from Boston, you know.
Just so you'd have the accent.
But because like yeah, like Dunkin' Donuts.
That's it.
Ben Affleck.
Well, do you remember Dr. Hayes?
He was from Boston.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
Did he ever get fired or did he leave?
He left halfway through
Good
the
for
first year
him.
of COVID. Yeah.
Good for him. Because
Yeah.
they would have fired his ass eventually. Like that's the kind of society we're in, you know. Like people can't be cool no more. You gotta be clean. You gotta be sanitized.
He was clean. And he was clean.
He was clean and sanitized, but that's what I'm saying.
He
Like
had just had personality. He just said a
anything
lot of
except like even if it's not a negative
Oh, you mean
aspect.
just, like,
anything
dry.
besides, yeah, they're just gonna be like,
Yeah. Because he gave like life advice. He had like funny sayings and stuff.
yeah, but then they're gonna be like, oh, Mr. Hayes, you can't be calling kids in the middle class and when they're not there. That's an invasion of privacy or something.
Did he do that?
He did that with
He did that, didn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like he did that. Yeah, I remember
he
was,
called
like,
he called a kid that was like absent. He stopped class and he was like, who has his phone number? And then he was
Yeah.
like, all right, we're gonna call him on your phone. And then he put him
I
on
remember
speaker
that.
in front of class and he was like, where you at? Yeah, hey. He was cool. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we're in the surveillance era,
Yeah.
very much so.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we're in
Venezuela.
the surveillance era. But we just have to be okay with it now.
What kind of weapons of mass destruction do you think they used there? They said that they could shut off the entire power grid.
Who?
Venezuela, the United States.
Venezuela said they could shut off the entire power grid
Yeah, that's
of
what
the
they
United
did.
States.
When we kidnapped their president.
What? They did that? Or
You're not aware? Or you need to read
No.
the news.
I am reading the news.
This happened like the first couple of days of 2026.
No, I remember the kid. I remember when they kidnapped the president. I don't remember the any power grids shutting
No, but this is what
down.
they were saying. Yeah, like they were so like we had like some like kind of tech that like just like completely shut off the
Oh,
entire power grid of.
We shut
Yeah,
down
like
their
when the
power
U.S.
grid.
like came in,
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah,
they like EMP'd the shit.
yeah.
They had like a localized
It's just
EMP.
crazy.
We're heading into crazy times, man. I hope I don't
Yeah.
get drafted.
Well, the draft doesn't exist anymore.
What?
Yeah, the draft was abolished, right?
No.
Yeah.
I had to sign up for selective service
I think that's different.
when I got that city job. That's gonna be what cooks me, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, there's no active military draft.
No active military draft.
Yeah, it has to be reinstated by both Congress and
With
the
how
president.
with how the government's moving these days, bro.
I mean, yeah, I know. Yes, you're right.
I'm right.
It's not a good look.
Dude,
It's not a good
we're
sign.
literally like reaching like Gestapo levels, low key.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of scary. Do you think about that? Like, I'm like,
I
thought about
know,
that the
I
other day.
do.
I was like, am I gonna actually need to like come up with a plan to like escape?
I mean, given yeah, honest, who knows? But we don't. No politics on the I'm Hungry podcast. Even though this is kind of is ascending
Fuck
beyond
it, bro.
politics
Fuck
at
it.
this
Like,
point.
it's everything and anything at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty terrifying. Dead air.
Just let you think about that for a second, audience. Where will we be in a couple months, a year, 5 years, 10, a decade? Things are so dynamic these days. It really just shakes you up. That's why you need something stable. Maybe something that comes out every month. I don't know. Like a podcast episode. Maybe you'd want to hang around here, but it's almost as if we fit exactly that bill. Actually, I think we are exactly that, aren't we? Aren't we a monthly podcast?
Yeah, we are now.
Oh wow! I think you should subscribe right now to the I'm Hungry podcast if you're listening to this. But yeah,
I wonder what our fan.
that's my
base
take
has
on
dwindled
Venezuela.
to.
What?
I wonder how our fan base is doing. Have they all been eagerly awaiting our return?
haven't
Like, are
checked-
they gonna
I
get
haven't
all get a
checked.
notification, and they're gonna immediately watch?
I feel like some people will be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. Like, what about
Let's
the
see.
guy in like Belgium? There's
I don't
one
know.
guy in China.
Yeah, we still have that. I don't know. I don't even know if the Spotify is like up to date. Might not be. It's been a minute since I did that.
Oh yeah.
I think I still have the bookmark though. I should. But yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else I've been up
Well,
to.
we talked about your streaming.
Talked about
We
the
talked
stream.
about
Yeah, I do that.
life.
I do that like on a
updates.
schedule too. So I'm trying to do like
Yeah.
I do like Mondays. I do like comic book reviews. So like from like last week, I'll like go over like the comics. Tuesdays I do like gaming. I'll like do competitive gaming. I've been playing a lot of Deadlock, which it's like Valve's new MOBA. And then I want to make Wednesdays like welding days. I want to do like welding on those days. So I feel like I feel like
Wow.
that'd be cool. Just like making whatever like
Yeah.
chairs, tables. Like I just want to do that at first. Maybe I'll like work on like just like there are certain like parameters you can do for like certifications and stuff. So maybe I'll just work on those.
Are you gonna have to move your recording setup?
No, that's what I'm saying. So, or that's what I wanted. Actually, that was a good segue because I wanted to talk about this. You're right. But I got a phone.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do IRL. So I've got
Oh,
this
that's what that means.
on. If you're watching the video right now, I've got this like tripod set up, and I want to do an IRL stream. So I've been trying to figure out how to stream this to my OBS so that I can just seamlessly do it, and I've nearly got it. So hopefully, maybe by this week, I'll even be able to do IRL streams. But yeah, this was the one that I had to get the soft credit check for.
Yeah.
But they gave me like,
Do you need the soft credit check? Does that have service? That phone?
Yeah. So like, yeah. So it
Okay,
has service and everything, has its own plan. I'm paying for it,
Nice.
but it's pretty good carrying. It's S25, I think. So definitely tune in my streams, and then so we're doing that like Wednesdays, and then Thursdays are gonna be like RPG gaming days. So like more single player, kind of like just chill. Story games, and then Fridays are gonna be like a more pure IRL day where Wednesdays are more for welding. Fridays are gonna be like maybe I go to the mall or some shit, or we go to a park, or we go bowling,
Nice.
or XYZW, you know.
Yeah.
And I haven't really been posting any of that on my YouTube. I want to, but like I feel like I need an editor. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm trying to commit to this like this social media stuff, I guess, bro. What I really want out of it is I don't want to have to listen to anybody. I don't want a boss. I do not want a boss. I've been getting told what to do by the most silly people in my life like I've ever met. Like just like I don't know.
But if you have a good, but you know, maybe you just haven't had a good boss.
True. I have had a good boss
Okay.
before, but then they left, and I was like, okay.
Okay. But during that time, were you still
I don't
like,
think
oh
there's
my
enough
gosh,
good
I can't
bosses.
stand a boss?
I don't think there's enough
Yeah,
good bosses.
that's probably true.
I'm like hard to handle for some people. I don't know. Like I have opinions,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, well, blah blah blah, and then they'll be like, well, like you can't just, and I'm like, blah 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 blah, and they're like, what? I don't know. Yeah, like it's hard to explain, but if you could see into my mind, trust me, it makes sense. No, but yeah, I just don't think I want a boss. Like I don't want to be I want to be my own boss.
Yeah. Well, how are you
I
gonna,
want
so
to travel.
start your own company, do your own social media stuff?
That's what I'm saying with the social media. Like
That's the
social
dream.
media would be my boss. If I went into welding, if I really had to fall back on the welding, I think I would take a loan out, buy a van, and do like local small repair,
Mm-hmm.
and do like a bunch of Facebook ads.
Yeah.
So that might be what I have to do at the end of the day.
I mean, you should, but like you have an engineering degree. I feel like you should, like not like make that your top priority, but you should just look. Just don't give up on the idea. Like you could find a really nice job
True.
as an engineer where maybe you get a good boss. You know, like just give it a shot every once in a while. See what happens.
I mean, I will probably look at those Los Alamos ones. Maybe I can like just clean out my resume a little bit and just send it. Just Hail Mary that shit.
Why not? Right? Like you don't lose anything.
Yeah. But I want to travel. I want to travel, and I want to buy things, and I want to be able to write it off of my taxes. So realistically, you can get to that point with most professions, but I feel like it is most cohesive with especially a content creation.
Yeah, probably.
Because you can just buy, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm buying cameras, I'm buying microphones, I'm buying plane tickets to this festival that you
can write off your travel.
Bought the festival ticket, and because I'm making a blog, or right. So like especially with like the comic books, like that's my in, bro. That's my in, right? Because if I can make some kind of like comic book content and like make some kind of money, then it's like, okay, Comic-Con vlog, like XYZ con vlog. I don't even know the cons, right? Like, but I want to go to them because I've never been to them. I've never had the chance to go to them. Like, what the fuck ever comes to Arizona?
There was something. I think I don't know actually about Comic-Con, but there are some. But yeah, I don't know them either.
There's
I'm
nothing
unaware.
ever.
I went to a reptile expo.
Growing up, there was nothing ever around here.
Yeah.
Reptile Expo. I think I remember that one.
There's stuff. Yeah, the reptile expo.
How long do we want our episodes to be for this new era?
I think as long as they feel natural. How long is this one?
I like that. I like that answer. Because we're sitting at like an hour right now.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
That's
I wouldn't mind
probably
going.
good.
I wouldn't mind keep going.
Yeah.
I feel like we're still flowing a
Well,
little bit.
Yeah. We can keep going. I am legitimately hungry, which is always a good state to be in for the I'm Hungry podcast, but I have not eaten lunch.
Damn.
What time is it in Arizona right now?
It's like 3.
3? Okay, yeah. Yesterday, Anna and I went to a violin shop and
Nice.
tried.
Do you guys still
violins and
like
violas.
practice that?
Yeah, I'm actually playing in it. We're both playing in a quartet for a wedding in March, so we're practicing for
That's
that.
super
Anna's in
cool.
the Stanford Symphony, so she plays
Wow.
viola in the Stanford Symphony Orchestra, and I'm doing piano. Just kind of, most of my music is just learning repertoire for fun. But yeah, so
Is the
Anna
Stanford Symphony hard to get into?
yeah, you have to audition. So they're very good. So, like, there's 2 of them, and one of them is like
good.
yeah, I think they're both open to the community. Maybe only one is, but they're both very good. And she's in the one that's like less time commitment, but it's not really like the level is super high. So
Yeah, Stanford. That's cool though.
yeah.
Freaking. What else you were saying?
Oh yeah, we went to a violin violin string instrument shop, and they had I got to try a $2 million violin, play it.
Whoa.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
I need to take
I mean,
the
supposedly
time.
the luthier, the technician was like, this one's $2 million. I was like, okay, I'll trust you on that.
Sure. Yeah. What made it 2 million?
I didn't ask. We were about to go, and I had been trying because Anna was there for a legit reason. I was just kind of there just to look around, and so I was just trying a bunch of violins, and I hadn't tried that one, and he was like, "Oh, you should try this," and it was very nice. But I think the reason that that violins are expensive like that is because of the sound that they make and how easy they are to play and get that sound. So it sounded super mellow, super just warm and pleasant.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just really nice. Very easy
$2 million
to play too.
sound.
Yeah, supposedly.
Would you say the universe works in harmonics like that, like a music scale?
What do you mean?
Like wavelengths.
The universe?
And like triplets and kind of groups like that.
You mean like waves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Nature.
Yeah, nature is built. Everything is built on wave functions and wave particles, right?
Yeah.
Matter is constructed of waves, so. Yeah.
Okay. This is a huge jump.
I'm ready.
Are you familiar with the concept of the demiurge?
No.
Okay, so it's this is the idea that the world is actually created by this ancient evil god that doesn't even know it's a god, and it's also I might be mixing it with something, but maybe it might be it's also it's asleep and we're in its dream, and if it ever wakes up we all die. I think that might be a Lovecraftian thing actually, but the demiurge is more of a Gnostic idea where it's it thinks it's God, but it's not actually God. And we are living in its imperfect world. And once we die, we ascend to the actual perfect existence with God. But the idea is that we are living in this imperfect world, right? Because of this this false God. And it makes me think about how Lucifer is the god, the angel of music, right? He was God's greatest musician.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure about that. That he was the heavenly court musician.
Okay.
And that's why music is sometimes associated with demonic ideals, right?
Mm. Okay.
On the more also, it's also just like a very potent like vehicle of expression
Yeah, yeah. So
for
it
all
can
kinds.
contradict things really easily.
But yeah, I just find it interesting the idea that like the universe could be this false creation made by this like fallen angel who like mistakenly created this world like in his own image, that being like this kind of greatly emotional and like expressive uh like nature in these like harmonics and like systems like
What?
that.
Okay, yeah.
Am I
So you
making
mean
like
like,
sense?
uh, yeah, sort of. So like the fabric of the universe is built on the musical nature of this
Like music theory.
being.
Like music theory is the law of the universe, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And
I
like
mean,
we're all susceptible to it, and like even the laws of physics are susceptible to it in like certain ways,
yeah.
and like
Well,
in certain interpretations.
I mean, like
Don't you
the
remember like being in Miss Johnson class and she's talking about how like the valence shells like correlate to like third and sixth harmonics or something like that. There was something like that, right?
oh
I
maybe,
feel like I'm
but yeah, I
remembering
mean,
that.
like I don't know how much quantum. I never took that much quantum mechanics, but I've learned more
Yeah,
about it.
I only
And
took
like,
one
did you take a
class and I
class
did
on it?
not do well.
Okay.
I
I didn't
took yeah
even,
I
there
took
wasn't even a class. I didn't even have to take a class ever. So I feel like I don't know how I mean, I don't know how the universe works on that scale very well. But like
it's interesting.
yeah. And like, well, so
It's
like the
tough though. I mean,
Schrodinger
being
equation, right?
tested on it, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Like reading it, I was
It's
like, okay, like I kind of get
well,
it.
like
And then they're like,
everything's a wave, right? Like the everything is a matter wave, right? And when you get
yeah, and
really,
like
really,
when it's
really small,
observed, it like shifts.
yeah, like I mean, there's the Heisenberg uncertainty principle and stuff, but like basically, like electrons are not balls; they're waves. They're spherical wave functions. They're spherical waves
And the wave
that are
function
all part of
collapses.
like they're all part of the fabric of the universe, right? That's what I call it a fabric, because it's like when you get two electrons close together, it's not like two balls coming close together. It's like waves on the universe, basically, yeah, spherical waves, basically getting close to each other.
In
They
space time
entangle
and
with each
shit.
other. They add it, they constructively and destructively interfere with each other, and there's forces involved and
Yeah, like what
energies
is
involved with that.
gravity, bro? I remember, dude, back in college, back in like my early days of college when I was smoking like hella weed, like right at the beginning, like when I really started smoking weed, and I was still taking shops. I was tweaking about this idea of like anti-gravity and like how it has to exist, and I'm still convinced it has to exist. Anti-gravity technology has to exist. It's probably the next like big thing I'm thinking, because what it would eliminate all like fuel economy. It would eliminate. They probably already have it. They probably already have it, and they just don't want to do it. They want to drain the planet of oil, and then they're gonna crank it out and be like, we have this life-saving new thing. When in reality, they just killed the Earth, and now they're trying to build on top of it. But that's a whole nother thing. I think anti-gravity is like a similar wave function in equal and opposite to how like the normal force works against like gravity, or yeah, exactly, like
Mm.
you know what I'm saying.
I
Anti
know what
like
you're saying. Yeah.
it has to exist
Well, because there's
because
the
what is
idea
gravity
of
but like but
negative
mass
mass, right?
times what, yeah, like
Well, there's the
negative mass,
idea.
exactly, negative
Yeah,
mass, this idea of
I think that
negative mass,
right,
like
because if you had negative mass, it would behave like it's the same thing as positive and negative charges, right? If you have a
yeah, yeah, yes,
positive
yes,
charge,
yes, 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 yes. I remember I was like, I'd just be laying on my bed, like,
I'm like
I,
helping you reconstruct.
literally, bro. Like, I'd be laying on my bed, like, thinking about these, like, and I wouldn't even really be thinking about, like, the math behind them, but I'd be thinking about, like, literally how, like, they would be, like, reacting in nature. I'm like, okay, like, so, like, if this exists, like, this has to exist. And, like, if that exists, that means this has to be true. Like, yeah, like exactly like positive negative charge, like positive negative mass, like it has to be equatable. I don't know. Yeah. What were you saying? Sorry.
No, that's what I was like. Um, because
I was thinking like,
if you have negative mass, it acts like an opposite charge in the same potential field, right? So like in an electric field, a positive charge experiences a force in the opposite direction as a negative charge. And so if you extend that analogy to a gravitational field, which is very similar to an electric field, mathematically and physically,
right?
positive mass is, it experiences a force that draws it toward whatever's generating the gravitational field, right? The big object, the planet or whatever it is, right? But then if you had a negative mass, it would experience a force equal but in the opposite direction. And so then that would experience anti-gravity, right? I don't know. I've looked this up before. I don't remember what the consensus is on. It says in theoretical physics, negative mass is a hypothetical type of exotic matter whose mass is of opposite sign to the mass of normal matter.
I love that term. I love that. I love the term exotic matter. It like, it just
Did you watch Stranger Things?
No.
The last season of Stranger Things, I'm just gonna spoil it for everybody. I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck.
I guess
I don't give
tune
a fuck
out
about
if
Stranger
you don't.
Things.
But that show jumped the shark a while ago, I think. But
yeah.
basically, the upside down is actually an Einstein-Rosen bridge connecting this random other part of the universe to Hawkins. And so the dirty, you go in the upside down, it's all like dirty, gross, apocalyptic version of the town. That's, oh God, I have to freaking, it's so, okay.
It's like
here's Hawkins.
Or some shit.
Here's Hawkins, right? Or here's the Earth. Imagine we look at, here's the regular Earth, right? You're standing on it. Now just turn it upside down for the sake of the diagram. Yeah. It has to be like this. Okay, so here's the regular Earth. Then here is the upside down. It's all gross, right? Okay. And then if you travel up, if you were to take, like they literally do this in the end of the show. They make it to the, like if you go up in a helicopter, you fly up in the upside down. Eventually you'll hit another upside down. And then if you flip through that one, you're now in the right side up version of this random other planet where the bad guy is hiding, I guess. So there's a bad guy and he lives here and he's using the upside down as a way to tunnel into real Earth. And it's, I was just like, okay, guys, whatever. But the reason I brought it up is it's held together. The bridge is held together by exotic matter that they generated at Hawkins Laboratory. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, when they
they don't give you any explanation. That's, you're like, oh, I love the term exotic matter. It's like,
I hope it doesn't become a buzzword now. Holy fuck.
The people who wrote the show, I think they were like, we got to have some sort of like inexplicable yet sort of scientific thing that could explain the generation of the upside down. And they're like, somebody was like, what about exotic matter? That's all they call it. They don't give it any other qualification.
Exotic matter.
They just say it is exotic matter. They don't say what its nature is of any kind.
That's like such a generalized term.
Yeah, exactly. And so I guess negative mass is a hypothetical type of exotic matter.
I like it when it comes to like realistic settings.
It's used in speculative hypothetical technologies such as time travel, artificial wormholes, a bunch of other things, faster than light warp drives. Currently the closest known Currently the closest known real representative of such exotic matter is a region of negative pressure density produced by the Casimir effect, which is oh my god. Okay. I'm not going to go through the negative pressure density. I think is a potential example.
I can think of something. I can like picture the idea together based off those terms. Negative pressure density, right? So
yeah. But
that's what I'm saying. Like you have to have like, it's essentially like an inverse vacuum or something, but not even really. Like it's so like it's exotic. Like we can't like it's a push, right? It's a push still, but if gravity's a pull, what's the push, right? Like that's so interesting.
The push would be generated by like with electric charges, right? If you have
So is
an
maybe
electric
gravity's the electricity's pull? If electricity's the push,
well,
gravity's the
po-
pull.
positive charges
I understand that they're
like
related,
charges
yeah.
repel, right? Like charges repel each other. Negative charges, or sorry, yeah, like charges repel each other. Opposite charges attract each other. That is a fundamental law of the universe that I think nobody understands actually. Like if you try and look up why that is, I don't
Yeah,
think the
yeah,
answer
yeah.
exists yet. Okay, so that's just we have to accept that as true.
Like
It,
monopoles do not exist.
for
Like a
magnets,
magnetic
no
monopole
monopoles, magnetic monopoles, yeah, but
or a
electric
gravitational
monopoles do.
monopole or like well yeah.
Gravitational monopoles do exist. That's just matter, right? That's just mass.
True.
But the idea is that what if you had so you could think of mass as an analog to electric charges, like the charge on an electron on a proton. But if you had negative mass, it would be the opposite sign of positive mass, and they would attract each other. You know? Wait, no, they would repel
That
each
would
other.
just be
I'm sorry.
zero.
It's opposite of it's not quite the same because we know that two positive masses attract each other. So in this
Yeah.
case, like charges attract each other for mass, and opposite charges would repel each other. If you put a negative mass on the surface of the Earth, it would fall upward.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the
That's
opposite
crazy.
of what electric
That's
charges
crazy. If you put a negative mass on the surface of the Earth, it would fall upward.
do. Yeah.
That's
Because it would experience the exact same acceleration, exact same change of potential energy, right, from point A to point B, but it would just have a force acting in the opposite direction. That's the only thing that would be different. So it would just go woo. I think
because it's
I'm
it's
not
repelling away because the negative mass is repelling from the positive mass.
yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I was sitting on my I just laying on my bed like going through all these these situations. At one point I swear to God I figured out time travel. It had to do with like the expansion of the universe times like the rotation of the Milky Way galaxy alongside like our sun and everything. And it was like, did you just turn your mic up at all?
No, sorry.
You're
Am I
like
still good?
you're like way louder now.
Oh no. In Ableton, I'm the same volume. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're chilling. But yeah, like, I thought it had to. I swear to God, I figured out time travel. I was like, we just have to make it back. Like, if we could somehow like figure out how to like, yeah, no, but it doesn't make any sense now. But yeah, I think
funny.
anti-gravity is the next big step,
Yeah.
if you will.
Next big step. I was gonna say one more thing, but I forgot it. Dang it. Was it about?
What else is there for me?
science?
I like.
Was it about?
Well, I was welding. I was at like my welding course. I almost lost
Mhm.
my finger.
Oh no. Oh, I see. There's like a bruise on it. What is that? Burn?
It's a scar. Basically, what happened is I was grinding this piece of metal that I was using, right? So, because you have to use a grinder to like get all the rust and all the scale off of it, because it needs to be clean. It needs to be clean before you weld, or else there's gonna be like a bunch of impurities and it'll be shitty. It'll break.
Yeah.
And what I was doing, so I had the grinder in one hand and I had the piece of metal in the other hand, which is you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to clamp your piece your piece of metal to the table, and then you're supposed to hold the grinder with two hands and do it like that. But I was doing it like this, and what happened was I was grinding it on a slope with the one hand, and it like rocketed up the slope because it was rotating, right?
Yeah.
Jumped over and onto my hand.
Oh.
I was wearing gloves, and thank
Okay.
God, because I think the gloves low key saved me. But it went through the glove and
Yeesh.
like ground out that piece of
Gosh.
my knuckle.
But it didn't like hurt damage your bone or anything, right?
I don't think so. I got really lucky.
That's pretty lucky.
Yeah, I was able to move it like fine after and everything. Like, yeah, I don't think I got any ligaments or bone or anything. It was bleeding a
Jeez.
ton. It was like bleeding a bunch. It didn't really hurt that much. I think maybe it was just because like I got the adrenaline was going, and then I was quick with the care. I put like antibiotic on it and shit like that. And it healed up pretty decently, but yeah, that happened to me.
Jeez, that sucks. I'm glad your finger's okay.
Nah, I felt like I was like, I'm a badass. But oh yeah. I mean, should I talk about the girl?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no. There's no point. She was trying to like. I remember like
Brief.
when it happened, like she was basically like I had this thing with a girl while I was in the welding class, and and like that's all I have to say about that. Just just a long exhale. But I remember she was like kind of giving me the cold shoulder at the time, and then I got hurt, and she like came up to me. She was like, "Oh my god, like, are you okay? What happened?"
That was your meet cute.
Meet cute? What?
Have you
What
heard
is
of that?
that?
It's like
No.
like in a rom-com or something. The meet cute is how the two main characters meet. Some cute thing like, you know, they drop
she
their
sat next to
books in
me.
the library or whatever. Yeah.
She sat next to me in class, and then I started talking to her. And I remember she even told me she was like, I'm not gonna go into it, but basically, you did me dirty. You did me dirty, girl. I don't know. She knows who she is. She's not gonna watch this shit. I unfollowed her on Instagram because I wasn't trying to see all her shit, and I didn't want her to see me crashing out on my fucking Threads account. I'll be posting shit like every day is a challenge. I'll be like, I posted that the other day. I was like, on my Threads, do not look at my Threads on Instagram, bro. I mean, do it if you want to, but that's just my shit post. That's like my spam essentially. I used to have a spam account, and if you still follow that shit, it is deactivated, or like I haven't used it in years. I haven't used it in literal years. But basically, yeah, like the other day I posted, I was like, every day I open my eyes is a challenge from the Lord. I was like, I get hella edgy sometimes, but it's all that anime that I watched when I was younger. It like filled me with this like, just like
Main character rage.
yeah, and like angst of like
Yeah.
like it was like David Goggins before David Goggins, bro. I was sitting there like, I'm gonna fucking do it. Like I'm gonna be the one.
Is that David Gog? Wait, what?
Well, now David Goggins like, who's gonna carry the boats, bro? You know?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, never mind then. It's not important. Not important. But basically, yeah, just like, yeah, just angry.
Yeah.
That's all. That's like all I remember from my childhood. I feel like I'm just waking up to like my reality now. Like now that I'm an adult and like I'm doing my thing, like doing things on my own, and like I can make my own decisions. Like, bro, I was so mad all the time. Did it come across like that? What did people think of me in high school?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I thought you were cool. We hung out a lot, or you know,
Nice.
we hung out in math, tutoring and stuff.
People thought you were like,
I mean,
super
obviously.
smart. And you are.
Yeah, apparently.
And you are.
I don't know what people thought of other people in high school. I wasn't tuned into that.
I guess I just pay attention a little more, because people don't like say it explicitly. Like,
yeah, that's why I just never like I never learned how to.
I mean, sometimes they would. I'd be like,
pay attention to that.
sometimes I'd be like, oh yeah, like I'm going to like, Daniel helps me out with math. Like, he like helps me look over my math tests and stuff at like after school sometimes on Mondays, and they'd be like, oh, is that one really smart kid? I'd be like, yep.
God.
I'm so glad that I asked you to like help tutor me, because
Oh yeah.
It was a beginning of a friendship, and B,
Yeah.
I needed that fucking help, bro. Like I needed that help.
Was it part of?
Yeah.
How did that work? What did you? Was it through the? Because I did the like Cat's Den or whatever the heck
You
it
did it
was
for like
called.
NHS hours or some shit.
Yeah, yeah. It was okay. It was like through the school somehow.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found it valuable
It was
all these years later.
You're a pretty good teacher. Like you did a good job. I'm not sure if like you learned how to like teach me specifically, but you also like do tutoring all the time, right? Do you ever think about that? Are you going to be like a professor?
I don't know about it. Like, it depends on what kind of professor. I love teaching, so I would love to teach at some point. Actually, the course I'm taking this quarter, my last elective, is science and engineering course design. And so you have to design a course that you'd like to teach. And they teach you about, like, how good instructor, like, basically the strategies that good instructors employ. Also, it's crazy. I should send you screenshots from the textbook because I read it occasionally, but there's like nuggets of like little sentences in there that basically just make you go, all students are right, most teachers are wrong. So everything that you thought about, like, this professor just like he goes through an example one time in class and then he puts it on the exam and expects us to know it. You are right. That is bad. That is wrong. And he is wrong. Like,
so it's all just cooked?
According to science, according to educational research summarized over many, many years, the students are right when they say he only did this once in class and then he put it on the exam, and the professor's like, you should know all the material. You should be able to use your intuition and your
so
reasoning to figure it out. They're wrong when they say that. Yeah, it's just like scientifically, it's been proven that they're wrong. Proven. Yeah. So that's funny because I feel vindicated.
Yeah.
For some classes I took. But yeah, I want to be a teacher at some point. I don't know, because like right now for PhDs in engineering, you kind of have two tracks. It's like industry or academia. And so if you go down the academia route, typically you do your postdoc at another university or a national lab or something, where you basically spend a couple more years doing science where you like really train to be a professor. Then you apply to universities to be a professor, and then you try and get tenure, basically. So you do research, you start a lab, you publish papers, and you try and get tenured. And once you're tenured, then you're set for life, basically, at that university, right? And there's teaching responsibilities. You run the lab. You have to win grants to get funding for your lab, and it just seems like a lot. I'm not super interested in that whole life, but I'm still deciding. The other path is industry, where you like get your PhD and now you're super qualified, so you go join a company at a high level and you get paid a ton of money to do high level work. And so I would love if I could either start a company out of Stanford, or like go work for a startup company, or join a like cool sustainable like climate tech company as a leader of some kind. That would be pretty cool. But I want to teach. So my like dream plan would be like, I work for industry for a few years, learn how it works, then maybe start my own company. Then when I'm done with that, retire-ish and be a teacher, like even a high school teacher, or like just a teaching professor at a university or something. I don't really, as of right now, think that I want to run a research lab, but I may shift more toward that as I finish the PhD.
Yeah, just like as you're finding like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, but I can't do this unless I have this.
Yeah, exactly. Like if industry is like, I won't have freedom if I work for a company or whatever, and I want to do my own thing, then maybe. But you always have to be winning and defending money, and there's a constant influx of new students and you have to just, I don't know. There's a lot of extra
it's like
stuff.
A rat race in academia.
Yeah, getting to a professorship is a rat race.
Slow down.
No, even when you get the professorship, you have to then work your ass off for a few years to get tenure. And if you don't get tenure by a certain time, I don't know what happens. Maybe they let you go or something. But like, it is insane. It is a very stressful. Like, basically, one of the postdocs in my lab said that that route is super stressful up front and then smooth sailing for the rest of your life. Like if you get there, you are chilling. You're making really good money. You are famous, depending on where you are and who
Like
you are, what
in
you
your
do.
community,
Yeah, you are a scientist.
like
You
a
are
respected
established.
individual from your peers.
You have job security. Yeah, exactly. You can do what you want, basically. But getting to that point is a rat race, and I'm not sure I want that. I think I want, like, at the end of the rat race, what do you do? You do science and you make an impact, but the science is usually like, very cutting edge to the point where it's not. You can't take your science and immediately make a huge difference on the world, right? Yeah. I would like to be doing cutting edge science that can immediately be given to a chemical plant, given to industry, and they decrease they cut their carbon emissions in half, or they start converting CO2 into something, something like that, where you're integrated into the infrastructure so you can have an immediate impact. But then there's the trade-off of maybe you're stuck in the lab doing the exact same thing for 20 years. Like my job is propane dehydrogenation or propane dehydrogenation, and I've done that for 60 years or whatever. Like I don't know. I don't want to do that. So we'll see.
But
teaching,
that
I
is
want to
interesting
teach.
because then it gives way to like the notion of like privatization, especially in like the scientific market as well, and like startups and stuff like that, because it's like they just naturally have less hoops to jump through. But it's like but that's what's killing a lot of like other American institutions, is like we're seeing monopolization because of privatization,
Yeah.
So it's like
it's tricky. Like you want to do science and then share it with the world and have an impact. And I want to figure out a way that I can do that most potently,
the right way, and like help everybody. Yeah.
Like if it means that I'm doing science and it's always going to be it's going to be proprietary for the next 70 years and owned by this company, but that company, their mission is to have a positive impact on CO2 emissions from huge industrial processes. Maybe that is the biggest impact way to make a difference on a large scale. But if it's proprietary and they don't achieve their goal and then they just kind of hoard that discovery so no one else can use it, maybe they're actually hurting.
Maybe it's like companies shouldn't exist past their founder.
What does that mean?
Like once the founder dies, once the founder is out of power, like the company should cease to exist. Because it's already disconnected from its initial like vision and like originator or like path. You get what I'm saying? Like, because like
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
I feel like that would it's like an arbitrary fix, right? But like it would just naturally like open up the markets for innovation, and also
companies would
like
naturally, where you'd cut, like no one would want to go work for a company where the CEO is like 75, right? Yeah, so they would just start dying early. It's
maybe
not like
maybe that would cause like a shift in the markets to where you just see a lot more like
you see a lot more
people going out on top. Like they're just like, I'm gonna sell my, instead of Coca-Cola being a 150 year institution or whatever the fuck, I'm gonna sell my formula to Jimmy Robertson in Indiana, and he's gonna continue the name or some shit. He doesn't like, but it could be
Foster,
even the same.
You're just describing the same thing. You
Damn
just, like circumvented your own idea.
It all just ends up in capitalism again.
To retire. Well, I'll sell it to Jimmy in Indiana, and he'll keep going under the same name, same company infrastructure, and everything. That's what we do now. Maybe it would have to become public domain, right? To actually enforce what you're talking about.
Did you see that video? That's what I'm saying about. Did you see that video where the guy recreated the Coca-Cola formula?
No.
Some guy figured it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He spent like a year on it. I'm just thinking like, how do we fix this? Because it's all so fucked. But
Yeah.
maybe it's.
But Foster, like it contradicts the dreams that people have. Think about the founder of Coca-Cola way back when, or whoever it was, whichever group of people, they came up with a formula for this really good tasting drink, and they're like, oh my gosh, we can achieve our dream of selling this drink that we made to people. So we patent the formula because we want to make money on it, and then we start a little company, and then that company grows and grows and grows, and then everyone else looks at it and goes, oh my gosh, Coca-Cola, giant super corporation that's poisoning all of us. But then all of those people that look at it and judge it are also like, you are like, I want to be a social media mogul, and I want to start a company. You can't do that without the infrastructure that allows things like Coca-Cola to exist. You can't protect your dream.
It's so interesting because it's like I remember what I was gonna say at the beginning. Now I feel like this brings us back around because
Full
I remember
circle.
what I was gonna say at the beginning. Balance and like the middle path, it really is like the only way, like doing everything all at once and doing it well. Like that's the only way like any progress really ever gets done, Then you just got hella loud again. Why does it keep happening?
I don't think it's me. I think it's on your end because my level is still the same in Ableton. Anna's playing viola in the background. Maybe you're hearing that. I don't know.
No, like your voice literally got louder
That's weird.
for a second, and now you're back down.
Strange. Well,
Interesting. I'll
so you're saying the only way things get done. Wait, no, I'm confused. You said the middle path, but then you said doing everything all at once.
Yeah, like being a balanced individual, like staving it, like never is not the answer and always is not the answer. Like 1 is not the answer and 0 is not the answer. It's a combination of both.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like that. Like
it's hard to tread that middle path, though.
And it's hard, and it's hard to tread that middle path. And I feel like that's where you see a lot of like misfortune and just kind of like misguided individuals who think that like they have to adhere to a certain path, when in reality, that's exactly how things get messed up. That's how exactly, like if you just keep taking right turns, you're never gonna get anywhere,
Yeah. I mean, imagine if like you start a company that becomes a mega corporation and you're a billionaire, right? And then when you're done, instead of passing it off to the next executive, you dissolve the company somehow. Like you actually destroy the company, and you put all the people who are working for you out of work potentially. Maybe you give them really healthy severance packages, and you figure out a way to do it with as little harm to your employees as possible, and as little harm to the economy, I guess, as possible, right? But then you dissolve it, you make all your trade secrets public knowledge, and then you're just done. And then the world has a whole swath of new ideas that other people can start companies from. If you do that, maybe is that net better? I don't know. I don't know if that's a net improvement, but it kind of seems like it could be. But that's like nobody's going to do that. I mean, few people are going to like voluntarily destroy the thing they spent their life working on just to tread that like median. Like, yes, I've been really successful. I've made this basically superpower, but I'm done now, and I think that I should give, instead of like allowing my company to just continue as its own entity, I'm just gonna start like basically level the playing field again.
Yeah,
it's interesting
because it's like you hear that thing where it's like if Elon Musk has so much money that he could give everyone like $5,000 in the world or something. Isn't it? Yeah, like have you seen that? Or like everybody in the U.S. or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
well, what if, imagine instead of the $5,000, what if he like
built a railroad system?
Yeah.
Why don't they
like
fucking do that anymore? Why don't they do that
can
anymore?
they build? Yeah, exactly. What if you? Yeah, exactly. You should
make them donate
rich.
to their alma mater.
Yeah, or just like fund a transcontinental railroad that's super efficient, goes everywhere. Everyone can go everywhere.
That's what they
but
make.
then,
No,
I mean,
then
then you
they're
put car
gonna be like
companies out
these
of business, and they're
communists.
gonna hate that. So it's just like, it's all screwed
I was gonna
up.
say,
'Cause
isn't
car
that what they make them
companies-
do in China? They make them like donate hell of their money and they put it towards like trains and shit.
Who, billionaires?
In like China, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I think they might do that in China. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. But yeah.
I have no idea. I'm not qualified to say whether that kind of thing would create more or less
Elon Musk,
harm,
he
but-
wants to be like he wants to be like Rockefeller. Bro, build shit like Rockefeller. Like, I don't know.
build
you know what I mean?
build some railroads.
Stop
build
shooting
some
Teslas
high-speed
into
trains.
low orbit. Like, that thing's still up there apparently, right? With the little robot guy. Like, that was cool, I guess. Like, it's cool when you, yeah, like the reusable rocket. That's super badass, man. That's super badass. But only you and Jeff Bezos are gonna be able to go on it. So I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the
Well,
day.
I guess isn't the idea that the private companies will help NASA, like basically sell equipment to NASA so that they can do the Mars landing mission. But I think the ultimate goal is to just build a billionaire space house on Mars, right? So
Exactly. So then, and then
really
they can
matter.
nuke us, and then they can kill all of us
yeah, they can all go to Mars and
because
then
they're on
kill everybody
Mars.
else.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're here? All right, cool. Bill? All right, where's Elon? Oh, he's in the bathroom? Okay. Do you think he minds if we should wait? I'm just going to do it now.
Oh, hey guys. What I miss? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Nah, but
There are no, what's the saying? There are no moral billionaires.
true. Should billionaires exist? Yeah, probably
I
not.
mean,
Like, what do you need that
no,
much for?
right? You don't need that much money.
Like,
Nobody needs
you're
that much
probably inflationary at that point. Like,
What do
you're
you mean?
probably like adding to the inflation.
Like you personally? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like I don't know how that works. It just makes sense in my head. And economists don't look into it.
Don't
yeah.
fact check me.
What
All
else
right,
is
I
there?
think-
I can't. Yeah,
I think we end the
anything
episode.
else.
I think we're at a high point. I think this
I
is the
agree.
end.
I agree. What's the title? I'm thinking, should billionaires exist?
I feel like we've done something like that's such a cliche
Okay.
question.
Okay.
I liked earlier you said something about regal essence. You're like, you have to
Regal essence.
But there was something there was something really recent that I was like, file away because that could be the name. What were we talking about? Oh, the thing you remembered. Oh, tread the middle path or something like that.
Tread the middle path.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, is that what you want? I like it. Tread the middle path.
Yeah.
For a
Or
title.
like, I don't know. It could be like we should tread the middle path, or I don't know. It doesn't have to just be that. What's the message from today?
The message in my head was that it's like,
It's hard to tread the middle path.
yeah, and then it's like you have to, and it's like,
But it's hard.
tough. But it's
Yeah.
tough.
I feel like if we say it's hard to tread the middle path, that implies that it's necessary, right? Like it implies that you should be doing it. But it also communicates that
Yeah,
it's hard.
like the middle path is not for the weak, or like
Sure.
the weak. The middle path defeats the weakness. The middle path. The middle path. Let me think here. Now, hold on.
Let him cook.
Weakness. One 7 days without running makes 1 week.
What?
No, you don't get
You
it. okay,
departed so hard from.
You didn't get it. You
middle
didn't get
path.
it. There was this like cross
7
country
days.
shirt that they had at Saguaro that said that,
Mm.
and I always thought it was
Oh,
funny.
really? 7
No,
days.
but anyways,
I do actually. I think I remember that. Yeah.
weakness shall not be tolerated.
No, what?
Yeah, that sounds like a threat. The middle path shakes. Hold on, I'm cooking. The middle path shakes. I want to say like vulnerability. No, but that's not it. That's not it either. That's not true. The middle path. What was it? What was it at the first time? Let's just go with that.
It's
Let's
hard
just go.
to tread the middle path.
It's hard to tread the middle path. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think that's it.
We need
for
a thumbnail,
this
right?
Month's episode. Yeah, I guess we do, huh? I could just take a screenshot. Which should the thumbnail be?
We should. I don't know. We have to tread the middle path, right?
We could start making different thumbnails, like low key.
That are different from the title.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just
what
like
do you wanna do?
like different from like just the traditional.
No, I
like,
think it's
view.
classic. I think it's
Yeah?
classic.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should we do then? Like whoa. Or like.
Well, wait. We're side by side right now, right?
We could do like. The middle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what if we gesture to the middle? Which side am I on?
I think
'Cause
you're
don't
on the
see it.
left. And I'm on the right.
Like if I do
So-
this, is this the middle for me?
Middle.
Okay.
No, you go the other way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
And then I'll put
Wait,
like I could.
Should we make a weird?
that should
We
be
gotta
good.
make like weird face, like. Okay.
That's pretty good. And then I'll put like a sign, or like I'll try to Photoshop like a sign in there. or
Oh
something.
yeah, yeah. Nice.
All right. But I think that brings us to the end of the I'm Hungry podcast for this month. So let us know. Are you hyped for the return of the I'm Hungry podcast? We will be doing these probably once a month. So we're a lot less than before, but we should be able to sustain this.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, let us know in the comments how hyped you are. What are some things you would like to see in the future? Because we could do some like other videos, I guess, like record something.
Yeah.
If you think it'd be funny. But whatever. Like the video,
ideas, yeah.
subscribe if you want.
Do we still have a Patreon?
Fuck if I know. It probably is still up there. There's like they made it so much harder to like start a Patreon these days.
Oh really?
Yeah, you have to like prove your identity and shit. Back then I was just like, give me money. It was pretty easy. But yeah. All right, guys. Peace out. I'm the Hungry Nation.